What's up, guys? I feel like I've been focusing a lot on high-end makeup here lately, and the few drugstore tidbits I've talked about, they were fails. So let's have some drugstore redemption, shall we? Specifically some drugstore eyeshadow palettes that I just feel like are not getting as much attention as maybe they should. The Revlon So Fierce Prismatic Quads. I've talked about these before. A couple months back, I bought I bought two of them at the time, have done a few tutorials with them, really liked them, ended up buying a third, and then the brand has also sent me three, completing the set. So we're gonna swatch all 6 color palettes available in this collection and talk about why I think they need a little bit more love and attention. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and get started. So first, let's start with the Big Bang. This is one that I initially hauled a couple months back, and I think I even have an Instagram tutorial, like a short little tutorial I did with this, which is why you'll see a little chunk taken out of the fuchsia, because I did use it as a liner, and so foiling it in that lower corner is how I used it as a liner in that tutorial. And this is one that I was initially drawn to pick up myself because it's just such an interesting combination of colors. You have a cool medium taupey brown, but then like a warm burnt orange, a fuchsia, a yellow. It just seemed like a really fun color combination, and even if you don't use them all together, I think they're very complementary colors to have in your collection. The next palette, Slight Flex, I think is a more cohesive and complementary color story in and of itself, and this is one that I really like because it has a multi-chrome shade in it. So you have a soft satin cream. And the cream is probably as close to a matte as you're ever gonna get in any of these palettes. This really is for like a shimmery and metallic finish lover, I think. A textured shadow lover. But you do have some like super satin soft cream finishes in here as well. And that cream shade is one of them. Then there is a deep teal, a mid-toned rosy taupe, and then on the end is that like mauve / turquoise duochrome. It's such a beautiful shade, and obviously if you use it wet or with a mixing medium, that intensity of the shift just becomes so much more apparent. Then Fully Loaded is actually my most recent purchase, and you know me, I love a good green. So this is kind of a cool classic neutrals palette with that pop of emerald green in it. And again, lots of shimmers in this palette. I think the most matte / really satin shade you're gonna get in here is this deepest cool brown shade. The rest are pretty much shimmery / metallic, but that green shade in here does not disappoint. Then That's a Dub is really for the classic neutral lover. I mean, but you gotta love texture. These are like, especially these two over here on the end, are like super high shine shades. Gorgeous for really creating a pop on the lid. And then obviously you get that cool dark, almost a plummy brown shade, and then a more satin cream shade on the end too. But really great if you love cool neutrals. Then there's what I'm wearing today, which is called Clapback. And if you know I love greens, you probably also know that I am not the most comfortable in blues, especially like big, bold gemtone blues. I love them, I covet them, but I struggle to make them work with like my eye color, my skin undertone. I just don't always feel like they're the most flattering on me. So I wanted to challenge myself today, and I have to say, really love how this wears. It could also have to do with the fact that the blue is so intensely pigmented. When you see me apply it to my eyes, it's totally dry. I'm just using my finger to apply it, and it's that kind of pigmentation. Later I went in with a mixing medium, my Esam Pro mixing medium, to foil it over top, but again, applying it dry, you're not missing out on some amped up pigmentation. You don't have to apply these wet in order to really get them to pop. Of course, the other shades are also super gorgeous. You get a soft lilac-y lavender and a silvery taupe. I would say actually, across the board, maybe the one thing these quads could do is have a little bit more warm tones integrated into them, because I'm seeing a lot of cool taupey browns, but they do them really well, so it's kind of hard to complain. The last quad is Tantrum. This does lean a little bit warmer. So you get two like medium brown shades. One is a little bit warmer, one's a little bit cooler taupe. Then you get another kind of duochrome shade, which is this pink with a gold shift to it. It looks peach in the pan, but then when you actually wear it, swatch it, and especially foil it, you can really see that it's a peach and it's a gold together in one shadow, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Also a really great blush color as well. And then a pretty frosty, warm-ish cream highlight over here on the end. All of these palettes are super gorgeous. I mean, I wouldn't be talking about them like this if they weren't. I think it just is going to come down to which color selection you prefer. And obviously, if you're not big on textures, you might not like any of these, but they're just some that I thought deserved more love. But if you didn't catch the video where I talked about the one fail eyeshadow palette from Ribble, I don't think you should pick that one up. You can go check that video out right here if you want to give it a watch. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.